Hi nudies, welcome back to Nude Wellness. As you can tell, audio only. Throat is feeling a little bit funny, so I thought I would get the microphone out and just get nice and close rather than having to kind of project on camera. Tomorrow when you see my face, I'll do the whole shebang. If you're new here, hello, I'm Celina. Welcome to Nude Wellness. This is the place where we strip away your limiting beliefs. Today I want to talk about a couple things. I have titled today's video, Chill, it's your dominant thoughts that create. Before I dive into anything, my disclaimer as always, your reality, your rules. So anything I say in my videos, these are just my assumptions of how the law of assumption functions. Take what resonates, discard what doesn't. You're in charge. Okay, let's dive into it. Okay, chill, breathe. Today is going to be a chill video. It's going to be more of an encouragement and a reminder. Tomorrow's going to probably be a screaming in your face kind of video and a loving shake, a bit of a blunt video. But today we're cool, we're chill because I want you to chill. I want you to relax. It's your dominant thinking, the dominant thoughts that you have. It's the stories we tell ourselves on a dominant basis that push out. Okay, so I don't want you to be afraid of negative thoughts, old story. I don't want you to think like, oh shit, like I've failed again, like I'm doing it again. The worst thing that I really want to tell clients to they need to cut out completely is when, say you get a negative thought and you're like, oh shit, here I go again, and you start beating yourself up. I just can't get this right. And you start spiraling because you're like, I can't do this. This is so frustrating. It's taking too long. What is wrong with me? Why aren't I understanding this? All of that crap that you're saying and you're beating yourself up is unnecessary. You're wasting your energy. I want you to save that energy and actually use it in persisting with your affirmations, inner conversations, doing your scripting, visualizing, daydream, whatever it is, having a good mental diet. That's where your energy needs to be. Doing all of that rather than beating yourself up. I don't want you scared when you start feeling doubtful, when you start feeling anxious, when you start feeling just fearful in general. I want you to be courageous enough that despite what the circumstances are showing you, to keep leaning into the wanted, keep leaning into that new story. Because how are you meant to change what is happening in front of you if you keep believing that it is true, if you keep believing that it is final? You need to be repeating the new story in order for what you're seeing in front of your eyes to shift. That's how manifestation works. You need to be repeating it enough that is your dominant way of thinking, that you're chill, that you're not scared of your thoughts, you're not beating yourself up, and you're just getting on with your manifestation game. The next thing that I want to remind you is that you need to enjoy your reality whilst you're manifesting. Nothing and no one makes or breaks you, okay? No circumstance, no person, no situation, opportunity, nothing should be what you revolve your whole happiness, self-worth, well-being around. I don't give a shit who it is, what they're doing, what they're not doing. Your focus should be on yourself, knowing that you can manifest, knowing that you're an amazing person. You're absolutely friggin' ridiculously good looking. You're such a catch. You're such a lovely human. You're so intelligent. You get exactly what you want. Manifesting is easy for you. And this person or this thing has to conform because you say so. That's literally how you need to be thinking on a daily basis. So if that's the case, if you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm amazing, I know this is going to happen for me, I know it's unfolding whether I see movement or not, you can then go and enjoy your life. You shouldn't be spending your whole weekend, say you're manifesting an SP and you locked yourself indoors and you're in your room and you're upset the fact that you're not spending that weekend with your person. It's how do you expect these circumstances to change if you just keep focusing on what they are doing or what they're not doing, and you're thinking, what are they thinking? I can tell you what they're thinking. They're thinking what you're thinking. And if it's hot and cold behavior, that's because of your hot and cold thoughts. So get outside, go get a life. This wasn't meant to be blunt, but the bluntness comes through. Go get a life, go enjoy yourself, go have some fun, take your mind off it for a couple hours. They're not going anywhere. You don't have to constantly be thinking of them. As much as it is your dominant thoughts that create. You don't have to spend every single moment of the day consciously affirming if you don't want to. I want you to go busy yourself. I want you to have hobbies, start new things, just immerse yourself in life, and then make time to be consciously affirming and being on your manifestation game, being on your mental diet. It doesn't have to be your whole life. It shouldn't be your whole life, because this should be an easy process for you. If you really like affirming all day, every day, and you have like a whole Saturday where you're free and you want to go for a walk and you're affirming the whole time and you're loving it, you're having your inner conversations, it's like me. I love doing that. I love creating my reality, like actively creating it. I love doing things. That's just my personality. Do it. Go for it. But if it feels like, the more you affirm, the more you're focusing on the fact that they're not here, then you may need to take a little break, a little breather, and go focus back on yourself, and then come back to consciously affirming, come back to consciously visualizing, daydreaming, scripting, having inner conversations. You can take a break. It is okay. They're not going anywhere. That situation is going to change. You don't have to be constantly like, oh, I need to fix this. I need to fix this. It's like, there's nothing to fix. The more we just are chill and we just focus on the wanted story and we enjoy this whole process, the easier it is for you, the more energy you're going to have to keep persisting, and it's just going to be fun. Because that's what I want it to be. I want it to be fun. I don't want you feel like your heart is being stomped on every single time you think of your manifestation or your desire, because that's not how it should be. The reason why you're feeling, if you are feeling, you're listening to this and you're feeling like agony, is because again, you're focusing way too much on the 3D. You think this person actually has free will and they can do what they want. You actually think that this thing, and I'm laughing because it's crazy to me. Like the circumstances I have seen change in my life and in my client's life is just incredible. And it makes me laugh. Like every time a challenge, quote unquote challenge, comes my way or in my client's way, I'm like, yeah, bring it. Come on. You're going to change. This is going to change. I know it will. And I know it will change very quickly because I have the power to change it. My client has the power to change it. You, the person listening, has the power to change it. It's not a big deal. I want you to feel so sure of yourself, so stable, have this really amazing routine, have this great game plan to be like, I don't care what is being presented to me. I'm still going to be on my manifestation game. I'm still going to know that it's my dominant thinking that manifests, that I just need to keep focusing on the wanted story. And I can also chill and enjoy my reality as well, because I'm God, I'm the creator. Everything comes from me. I don't have to be like, oh God, I have to stay indoors and I have to make sure that I am not thinking any bad thoughts because those bad thoughts will manifest. It's like, no, just simply redirect your thinking. If negative, quote unquote negative, fearful, unwanted thoughts come up, that's as simple as that. We're changing states all throughout the day. And if you find yourself slipping into a victim state, don't waste the energy beating yourself up. Use the energy to get back into the God state and just to be doing the shit you know you have to do. Simple as that. So if you're crying, wipe your tears. This isn't the time to cry, because why are you crying over something that you can change? Think about it. You're crying over a circumstance that isn't final. You're crying over a circumstance that, to be blunt, I'll be honest here, you've manifested in some way. And I know that can be hard to hear, but the fact is, that's not about blame. This is about being like, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for this, for whatever my part is. Does that mean we accept shitty behavior from people? No, it's not. And I want you guys to be safe, obviously. So take any action that needs to be taken to make sure you're in a safe environment. I just want to say that. But just know that you have the power to change this. Okay, it's about taking responsibility and knowing that it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, literally not final, and they don't matter because you can always change them. So rather than being in the habit of, if challenging circumstances present themselves and getting upset and crying over it and kind of losing your mind, get into the habit of laughing and going, okay, here we go. Come at me. You think you're going to break me? Yeah, try me. And then get on with your manifestation game. I would rather you do that and take a lighthearted approach than think that you've done something wrong. Okay, that was today's video. Your dominant thoughts that create. So get into the habit of thinking as the version of you who has what they want. Okay, no one can manifest in your reality but you. So get doing the work. And at the same time, I want you to go and enjoy your reality, because that person isn't going anywhere. That situation is going to change. You have the power to do so. So I will speak to you tomorrow, probably more of a blunt video. If you want coaching with me, as always, details are in the description below. Instagram as well. I've also released the rough details of a course that I'm doing in December. Going to be a 4-week course, the first live round. So I think it's going to be really exciting, because December can be quite a triggering month for some people, especially if it because it's a holiday month. And if you're not currently experiencing a manifestation that you want during that time, you can kind of lose your head. So the vibe is going to be very much get your shit kind of vibe. We are not pitying ourselves. We're kind of getting on with it and being accountable. So if you want more details, it'll be on my Instagram. So you'll be able to see that. Anyway, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Wipe those tears. You don't need to be upset. You can do this. All right. Toodles. Bye.